Hi, my name is Nathan Smith, and I'll be talking today about business continuity plans, also called business contingency plans. So first, what is it? It is a plan for a business or a nonprofit organization that allows them to either prevent themselves from going out of business or going down for a length of time during an emergency, or if they do have to shut their doors, or if they lose something, it's supposed to help prevent them from staying unable to conduct business for a length of time. So first we want to think about why this would be important. One statistic that's thrown out a lot, but it's a very important one, is that up to 40% of businesses affected by a natural or human-caused disaster, they never reopen. That's 40%, almost half. So I talked to one of our staff here at CDRP.
The other thing we see is that, particularly after tropical events, most recently Debbie, but throughout Florida's history, any type of hurricane or tropical storm, the private sector has a very large role in the response and recovery, simply because the state of Florida, counties, municipalities cannot provide all the services that the citizens need that they rely on a day-to-day basis. So we are very dependent upon big box stores, upon grocery stores, private utility companies, for all of these day-to-day requirements that people need in order to live.
So as David pointed out, there is actually government interest in the private sector either remaining open during an emergency or getting back open very quickly. And we've seen that in the Schneider readings that we've had, this whole milling process and how that can disrupt things. And the shorter the milling process, typically the better the whole event goes. Another thing to note is, if you remember the emergency support functions that we have here in the state of Florida, there's, I believe, 18 of them, and the 18th one is it's aimed at getting the private sector involved and aware. So Dave, that we just heard from a minute ago, as well as another, Rob McDaniel, who's here in the office, they both actively work with the state EOC on ESF 18. Now there's other considerations too, such as supply chain.
Alright, so something like the Fukushima event that was a secondary impact to the tsunami had ripple effects through the entire industrial community that we didn't even imagine would occur. We began to feel the lack of supplies. We were missing auto parts, we were missing other industrial parts. There's a lot of goods that had moved through that port that were felt when they didn't appear on western shores. So I think the thing with business continuity planning is that you have to be thinking not just about how do you service your clients, but where do you get the goods that you service your clients with? Where do you get the stuff that you need to sell so that you can make money and get back on top of your business?
Another consideration is information technology.
You're always going to want to have backups, daily, incremental, weekly, even monthly backups of your important files, and depending on how important some of your systems are, you may even want to have, say, your servers or your website hosted at multiple facilities, so that if there's a problem in one location, you, at the bare minimum, have a cold spare at a different location.
There are many resources for businesses who are interested in being more prepared and in developing a plan. FEMA has a website, ready.gov, and this is an excellent website with just tremendous amounts of information and a step-by-step process, very detailed, very in-depth, to guide a person or a company towards making a plan.
Yes, CDRP has a very rudimentary COOP or business contingency plan, but we are very dependent upon the overall infrastructure of the university. So if they don't have a plan, then we're up a creek in some ways.